Coaching is incredibly effective for majority of the population. So the way to think about the mental health of the population is actually a typical bell curve. So about 20% of the population falls into the green bucket, meaning they're doing great, things are going well. That population can typically engage in self-paced apps, whether it's meditation or audio therapy. 70% of the population, most of us, fall into this yellow bucket where we're dealing with everyday stress, whether it's being a new parent, whether it's starting a new job, being a new manager, loss of a loved one. And then about 15 to 20% of the population falls into the red bucket, which is struggling with things like depression, anxiety, and so forth. And the way in which each of those buckets can engage in their mental health is different. But the majority of us actually that fall into this middle bucket can engage in our mental well-being through coaching. And the reason why that's so important is because coaches are actually trained to help with things like how to be a more effective communicator, how to better connect with your loved one or your partner, how to be a better leader. These are all things that coaches are specifically trained in doing. And a therapist, on the other hand, is specifically trained in helping with things like depression, OCD, bipolar, and anxiety. So when we hear, oh, I need to see a therapist or I need to see a coach, it's really important to understand what are your specific goals, what are you going through, what are your needs, and what type of person can help you work through those times in your life. So for me, as an example, I see an executive coach who's incredibly effective at helping me be an effective leader, helping me a better communicator, helping me prioritize, helping me separate my life from my work, my personal life, spending time with my loved ones. And she's incredibly effective at this. I meet with her every single week. And on the other hand, I also meet with a therapist who helps me with things like how to manage anxiety, how to manage the anxiety of running a company and being a founder who feels like they're always on. So it's very different things that these people help with. And that's why it's so effective to be able to have an entire population out there that can engage in something like coaching that actually is more accessible, right? Because we can quickly connect to a coach through our app, and it's something that we can have in our pocket and work on every single day.